All right, so you see here, dirty, nasty water, wet pen, and worst of all, wet goslings. Look how wet they are, but that's residual water getting off on them, off of the water that's on the hay here. And that comes from them getting into their water over here. Right now, the goslings don't have waterproof oils on their fluff, so they're getting wet and getting cold. So I'm going to show you how to fix this and not have to worry about this issue anymore. Let's go. Alright guys, for the next step, we're going to need three things. Number one, a Sharpie. Number two, something to cut with, a cutting apparatus, anything you have will work. And three, a milk jug. So now that we know how tall our goslings are, we're just going to make a little window here that they can get their heads in, that we can put water in, but they can't get into. So this is what I've drawn. We're going to come right back. I'm going to have this cut out. Okay. So now we've cut this side out, I'm going to do the same thing to the side over here so we can have a window that basically looks through from one side to the other. So my box cutter wasn't working that great, so I just went with like a regular little old steak knife to cut it out. It's super simple. Just give it a tap and cut it out. Boom. Doesn't have to be perfect, just big enough so that the goslings can get their heads in, but not their whole bodies. So, funny moment. Babe, why don't you tell the camera what just happened to you?
I went to pick up the baby geese, and it pooped on my hand.
It pooped on your hand.
Yep, sure did.
Gotta love it. So forgive the dirty sink, but we're just gonna fill up our container here. And you can fill it up right at the top, just like normal. So we're going to fill it up, and it actually holds about the same amount of fluid as our container that we were using, but this time the goslings can't actually get in it. So let's see where we're at. Just making sure we don't overfill it here. Cool. All right, our gosling brooder is all dry and semi-clean. We just changed the hay out, got them some new fresh food, and got the water in here. The only downside with the water, it's a little bit bigger than the other one, but it keeps the goslings from getting inside. And you can tell they're already sticking their heads in, figuring out, like, hey, this is where our water's at now. So anyways, guys, that's all there is to it. Simple, quick, easy, and effective. And the best part is with the milk jugs, is that you can scale it up. As our goslings get bigger, we can make this bigger and bigger. And yeah, it keeps them from getting wet and make sure they stay nice and dry. But anyways, guys, I hope this video has been helpful. And if it has, be sure you drop that like and subscribe. Be sure to join and help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Every little like gets us this video in front of more people. But anyways, been Cody with Home to Homestead, out here.